Welcome back to the Richard Piet Show. Thanks for checking in. We've been checking in with the United Way. You may have heard here in central and southern Michigan of a merger of United Ways in an attempt to be stronger and deliver more to stakeholders in the area. Today, we're talking with Teresa Kmetz with the Capital Area United Way. She's been overseeing operations there for some time. Teresa, hello there.
Hello, and thank you for letting us talk more about this really incredible opportunity for our communities.
Well, thank you. Let's talk about your impressions here. Why is this merger right for the Capital Area United Way?
We have experience in mergers, having completed a merger with the Eaton County United Way in 2017. And we know that when a merger is done right, there's a there's greater benefits for the local community and beyond. We know that coming together and bringing all of our expertise and our staff's strong history of collaboration in our communities means that our local communities will benefit from this merger. We
Yeah,
also know that working together is important, and we have had a long history of working together. The United Way of the Battle Creek and Kalamazoo region and United Way of Jackson County, along with Capital Area United Way, has coordinated on updating our communities about Alice. We've worked together to do a unified campaign kickoff across the region, and we continue to bring our teams together to share best practices.
Chris Sargent in Kalamazoo and Battle Creek has been through this too, with the notion of merging more locally. When you think about that, Teresa, and you call to mind one or two of the biggest benefits of that, looking back, what would they be?
Certainly the benefits are having a strong staff team who are able to share best practices, but also to expand our reach as it relates to community investments so that we are bringing the best of every organization to the forefront.
And in this case, are there things now that you look forward to after this merger where you can say, boy, I think that this program will get bolstered from it, or this opportunity will? What are those forward looking things that you're seeing?
Sure. Well, we do see an opportunity to expand the sources of funding for our organization, to bring new initiatives to scale, and to share the expertise that will allow us to increase our impact both locally and regionally. We know that when we work together, there is synergy that will be created. And while we'll also be working to ensure that we improve our efficiency and effectiveness, I think it's that synergy that's going to be the key to having stronger impact in all of our communities.
Yeah, in fact, Ken Toll mentioned that in Jackson as well, that there have been opportunities perhaps in the past where a smaller United Way might have been overlooked in terms of certain opportunities out there, and that this could change that significantly. That is to say, a larger organization is perceived to have more effective impact. Do you see it that way too?
I absolutely see it that way. And I will just say to you, I want to make sure we're all clear that each United Way is bringing strength to this merger. Each United Way in this merger is bringing expertise in particular areas. And when we combine those, we are certainly stronger for the region and will give the region more opportunities to grow and be stronger.
And to be fair, there's probably folks listening who say, "Boy, I get a feeling out of knowing that when I give to my local United Way, it's helping my community." And so we talk about synergies and working together and so on. But I
Mhm.
suppose it's important to talk about that as well. If there's folks out there who are concerned about where their money will go after this, what would you say to them?
I think that that's a valid concern and one that we've heard and addressed before. Your local United Way will still be in your community. It will still raise local gifts, and those gifts will fund local work right in your community. We know how to do this. We have done this before. back to our merger with the Eaton County United Way. While we all serve this larger footprint, we also recognize that we have to remain committed and present in our local communities. And we plan to do that on this merger. So our donors can feel comfortable knowing that we'll honor their local investments. We've said that since the beginning of the merger conversation, and we will continue it as we implement the merger. And I encourage our donors to get involved with United Way. And if they want to learn more about United Way or how their investments are being made in community, they can go to our new website, United for SCMI.org. So it's United for SCMI.org.
All right. And we'll link that in the show notes as well. So you don't have to hurry and try and write that down. Just scroll down in the show notes and you'll see that link and you can just click right on it. When you talk about capital area focuses in terms of the impacts you're trying to make in those 3 focus counties up to now, have they been consistent, would you say, with the other areas that are in question here? Or would you say the capital area has some specific impacts it needs to make or is continuing to make that might be unique?
So we all focus on financial stability, education, and health. How we do that varies community by community based on what that community needs. And we'll continue to do that work locally. So there will be local programs and services that will address local needs. And where our communities have distinctions or differences, we'll continue those. At the Capital Area United Way, for instance, we're fortunate to have the Capital Area College Access Network as part of our organization. And that work of ensuring that we promote a college-going culture will continue in the capital area. We'll be working together where it makes sense, and we'll remain local in other areas. That will be how we move forward in this merger.
If we talk just for a second about the Alice focuses and the impacts that you're trying to make specifically in those areas, would you say you can call to mind some progress? You could, I would imagine, also call to mind some challenges, even just over the pandemic stretch. What's the overall picture on those efforts now?
Yeah, thanks for that question. It's so important for us to remember. When we went into the pandemic, each of our communities in Michigan had a large percentage of households who were struggling month to month. They were one emergency away from being in poverty. The pandemic has not made that better. It has actually made that worse. We know from our work throughout the pandemic, supporting utility assistance, rent and mortgage assistance, that we have more families than ever on that bubble. And they'll continue to be there for the next several years. Our work in support of Alice will continue, and our work in support of Alice needs to be in concert with other local nonprofits, governmental units, and for-profit businesses. It is going to take a concerted effort to move the needle on Alice. And your local United Ways are leading that impact change. We are pulling together every resource, every donor, every idea, so that we can address the toughest social problems for the most number of people.
All right, let's repeat that website again and how folks can continue to reach you even after the merger is completed.
Fantastic. Your local United Way will still be here. And we hope that you will go to United for SCMI.org to learn more today.
Teresa Kmetz, Capital Area United Way, ready to be part of the United Ways of South Central Michigan. We appreciate the opportunity to visit with you.
Thanks so much.